Another topic related to the core drop pool is that of boss runs. Veteran community members will remember when people used to do Val Oversoul or Dominus runs over and over because they were a profitable use of time. Final act bosses now drop more and better items, giving you a much more satisfying close to a difficult act and a more item-focused approach to getting ready for maps if you prefer.
I'm gonna farm some bosses. Whoa! Welcome. It's your friendly neighborhood Badger here, and I am back to showcase my Kitava Farmer. Now, we do have a party of 6 over here, as you can see, and we've just killed Kitava. And we did drop, how many uniques this time around? 5 uniques, was it? We've got things like a citrine amulet, you know, a long bow, Vile Claw, quartz wand right here. And we dropped quite a lot of rares. Now, we've been basically looking at doing this just with a party of 2. So it was me and Bazooka Tank, who is an Aura bot, that were running this. Now, I have a total of 642, I think. 642 increased rarity of items dropped by slain monsters. But that's also boosted up with things like increased item rarity here. And there's some other stuff like when we kill and all that kind of stuff. Like increased rarity of items dropped by slain, rare, or unique enemies. So, you know, that's another 44 plus 71 on top there. So, you know, basically nearing in on 800% increased item rarity with how much quantity there as well. 25 quant that does get increased as well there from Divination Distillate and Going Pathfinder. All right, so the whole premise, as you may have seen on the intro, was that I wanted to see what doing crazy item rarity to the newly buffed act bosses did, right? Now, yes, you see quite a bit of loot here, but do remember this is a party of 6 people. When we were running with a party of 2, we were experiencing, I would say, yeah, around about half of this amount of loot here. Now, something really interesting that you do see here, Rarity is actually absolutely buffing everything up because I'm holding Alt now. You can have a look. I'm holding Alt, and there are 0 white items on the ground. There are 0 white items. You can see here that almost every single item... Actually, are there any magic items? Let me just double check here. There are also 0 magic items, so every single item has at least been upgraded to a rare item. That's actually really interesting. I didn't even know that before starting hitting record here. So, look, there are some good things about this. That's actually... It's not too bad. Going into this video, I thought it was all going to be doom and gloom, but we did this one run here with 6 people, and it's kind of interesting, and I would kind of want to do a lot more runs with 6 people right here. Hey guys, post Badger just to interject here with a little bit of live Badger's video as he rambles on there. Now, I did just want to mention here that yes, I am stacking a ton of rarity, and that's not something that you usually do. It was an experiment that I wanted to test, see how much 850% rarity and only like 50 quant would do on an explosion like that. And in a 6-man party, as I have said, that was a fairly decent explosion. In a 2-man, 3-man party, it is a lot less. Now, initially, I was going into it, and I did some false calculations, some bad calculations, thinking I was going to be getting 5 to 10 to 15 uniques a run, and that's just not correct. And the reason being is I'm fairly certain there's 2 things that are happening here. So the first thing is, with GGG buffing the act bosses, what they're probably doing is giving them inherent increased quantity and rarity, which is additive with our own rarity. So say, for example, Kitava itself has 2,000% increased rarity, 3,000, 4,000% increased rarity. An extra 800% rarity on top of that is actually pretty negligible compared to what it was actually doing there. And so, that big explosion at the end there, most of that is actually just the 6-man party, if we are to go by that, and I'm pretty sure that's how that's going. Now, the second thing that I do want to mention is, as you did see, all of the drops were rare. Every single one, apart from the uniques. And this goes to show that the base types of uniques are pretty few and far between. So, I would say that we would drop quite a few more uniques if there were more base types that dropped that were of unique ability, right? They were able to be upgraded in their rarity up to a unique item. There's some bases that just don't have uniques on them. Now, that may or may not be the case, but that could be a factor in how many unique items were dropped. But that's all I really wanted to say there. I'll pass it back to Badger to end the video off. So say hi to him from me, and I'll see you guys very soon. So look, that is the build. I'm gonna put a paste bin down below, I guess, for the items that I'm wearing. Would I recommend doing this? No, definitely not. Was it fun to try and have a little bit of fun to see if something cool could happen here? Yes. Now, I'm fairly certain, my goal going into this was like, hey, what if I could farm it and drop a headhunter? What if I dropped like 10, 15 uniques each time? I obviously don't drop 10 to 15 uniques each time. As you can see here in a party of 6, we dropped 5 uniques, which I would say is at the upper limit. We were dropping 0 to 3 uniques with 2 people, so 5 uniques is getting closer up there, right? But also, I'm pretty sure Headhunter now cannot base drop below red maps or below even T14s. Because especially in the first few days of the league, there were only like eye level 76 and above or eye level 77 and above Headhunters on the market. There are some now that are lower than that, but they're from Divination cards and Ancient Orbing and all that kind of stuff, right? So, you know, what am I going to do with this character? Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll do some interesting other farming. If you let me know in the comments down below what you'd like me to maybe have a play around with, let me know. That would be pretty fun to see if Rarity is good. But a TLDR on Rarity is, it is fairly good for, like, I could make bank on Chaos recipes. I really could. But with a 6-man party, if you're investing in a 6-man party to run Kitavas, the investment back for all of those 6 people, it's gonna be a little bit rough, right? It is gonna be a little bit rough. So all I would say is, I guess you're glad I did it instead of you, right? There's also things of like balancing quant, all that kind of stuff. Quant and rarity, because I really don't have much quantity right now, but more quantity could hopefully help. I have a good feeling that actually stacking massive amounts of quantity with Kitava could actually play out to be the best way to run it. But that's all I'm really going to say. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, this stupid content, all about rarity and everything like that, hit that sub button down below. I want to do more stuff like this. I need to figure out, everyone, what my next build is going to be, because my last few builds have been disappointments. So, that's all I'll say. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and until next time, Badger is out.